Nature is my greatest source of inspiration. I am particularly drawn to painting the wildness, and wildlife, especially here in Japan.
Hey friends, it's Gabriel Stockton here, and we've got another interview. It's Monday, and we're doing interviews. We've been doing these interviews, professional watercolors, and this one, I say it all the time, I'm super excited, but really, Chihiro has a beautiful, amazing work, and if you've been painting watercolor for a short time, I think you're gonna see something very unique that you might just go ahead and start learning from her on how to do her botanicals or her landscapes. She's in a beautiful place of Juneau, Alaska, where, wow, and she has some wonderful things to share with you today. So let's go ahead and go to that interview now. All right, I am so excited to have my good friend with me today. Yes, hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you, Gabriel?
Good.
Nice to see you again.
We keep in touch on Instagram. We're Instagram buddies, and I'm so excited. And what I would like to talk about, you do these amazing flowers, you do these amazing fruit. You do even now these landscapes that are just amazing because you're up in this beautiful country of Alaska. Could you tell us, everyone here, go ahead and tell us a little bit about you. Were you an artist when you were a child? Were you an artist later in life?
Nice to see you. Thank you for the opportunity, Gabriel. My name is Chihiro Pierce. I'm living in Juneau, Alaska. A little bit about me. I attended an art high school and art college in Japan. I learned drawing and oil painting. After the education, I started working at the bank, but soon realized it was not the right fit for me. And then I worked as a designer at the design office, but again, felt it was not the right fit and quit after a year. I then took a job with a housing company where I created 3D, like perspective images from blueprint and worked there for 4 years. After getting married, I resigned from my job and rediscovered my passion for painting, specifically botanical art, because I cultivated the English roses in my garden. Through self-study, I honed my skills and was surprised that when 2 of my paintings were selected to the American Botanical Artist competition in 2000, the US, my desire to paint more than just botanical art led me to my current medium, watercolor painting. And around the year of 2000, it was the time when not many people were using internet. My father was an early adopter and started using the internet. Then I found Jane Hagen Freeman's homepage, and nobody had a homepage at that time. And I found only a few watercolor websites on the internet, and I impressed by her artwork so much. Wow, so beautiful. I sent her a fan letter, not email. Maybe I write a letter for her, and it was grateful for her kind reply. And this inspired me to pursue watercolor painting more, and I began self-studying the art form. Jenny was very kind and had an amazing personality, and I was able to paint like her. In 2013, I attended my first TWSA exhibition in Wisconsin and had the chance to meet her at the first time in person. Wow, which was a wonderful, unforgettable experience for me. At that point, I was unaware of the principles behind my success. However, looking back, I can see that I was unconsciously engaging in the process of seeking out a mentor and turning my aspirations into the reality.
Thank you so
you
much
are very welcome.
for sharing. I am just fascinated by your paintings. You have this beautiful way that you paint. And some people say watercolor is the hardest medium. But what I find is, could you tell people how rewarding watercolor painting is?
The happiest moment for me is when a painting turns out exactly I imagined it, and even more so when the customer is happy.
Have you seen watercolor evolve over the years?
Watercolor painting has been evolving for artists over the years. It has undergone a variety of changes, including advancements in materials and techniques, as well as shifts in artistic style and expression. For example, the introduction of new watercolor paper and pigments and synthetic brushes, something else, has allowed artists to create more vibrant and detailed works. Additionally, artists are exploring new techniques and approaches to watercolor painting, such as loose and expressive brushwork, blending and layering of colors, and the use of watercolor in combination with other media. Overall, watercolor painting continues to evolve as artists push the boundaries of what is possible and express themselves in new and innovative ways.
I agree. That is a terrific answer. You know, there's so much growth in watercolor. What are some tips that you would give inspiring artists?
Nature is my greatest source of inspiration. I am particularly drawn to painting the wilderness, and wildlife, especially here in Juneau. Also like drawing cityscapes. The area is a tourist destination and many cruise ships dock in the summer, so the mountains, beautiful wildflowers, wildlife animals, ocean, and harbor, cruise ships, and buildings all blend beautifully to ignite my artistic imagination. Since coming to Juneau, I have developed a passion for wildflowers. The lupins and the fireweeds blooming in nature are like a fantasy world. It's so beautiful. My work with lupin and deer motifs were inspired by the Juneau landscape and created by observation. Additionally, painting the roses I cultivate myself is also a part of my life works.
That's great. I'm sure Juneau is a beautiful place to visit. And I just want to get on a boat right now and come visit and paint with you. How has watercolor industry changed since you started painting?
About the social media?
Yeah.
I think social media certainly plays a role. Now, even if there is a distance, we can now contact people online like this. We can take the class online too. Recently, often hear the term social media fatigue. It takes time, so be careful. I try to keep using my own brain as much as possible. But now most people have iPhones and social media is a lot of information at once. AI advances so fast that I think future changes are inevitable. Thanks to the development of social media, everyone can ask the same questions and get the same answers, but all artist paths are not the same, I think.
I agree. I agree so much. There's so much going on with technology. It's what do you think makes a successful watercolor artist?
In my opinion, the key to being a successful artist is having a strong foundation in your art. With a solid foundation, you can create art on any subject. However, the factors that contribute to an artist's success vary greatly from artist to artist. Having a unique style the other can recognize is also important. Having a distinctive style allows people to instantly know that this art is yours. But if you are doing the same thing as other artists average, I think it's hard to jump out of that. I sometimes apply for competitions, but I don't think competitions are everything. What do you really want? What do you want to be? Feel what your own passion is. I'm sure there is something you can do in your area. In my case, I hold an exhibition in Japan every spring, but it is hard to go to Japan every year. Yeah, it's impossible. So I thought, what can I do here in Juneau? It's great to hear directly from my customers. I'm glad I painted, and I'm very happy when I feel that I'm contributing to society, even if just a little.
I agree. It's so good. Like knowing and painting the things that are around you, doing competitions. And these are things that make us successful artists, painting those things that we know well, like your beautiful flowers. Uh, what would what do you feel sets your work, your art apart from others?
Thank you. It's a tough question. Every artist has their own style and vision and approach to making art, and I am no exception. Factors that contribute to the uniqueness of my work of art include the choice of subject matter, palette of colors, brush strokes, composition, and use of light and shadow. Additionally, my artist background, experience, and perspective can also play a role in shaping my artistic vision and style. Depends on many factors.
And what do you hope people will take away from viewing your paintings?
I find personal fulfillment in my art and aim to bring a sense of comfort and peace to viewers around the world through my painting. I hope my paintings will continue to live on their people's lives. For example, I would be happy if my art can play a role in raising awareness about the importance of nature and promoting an appreciation for it, even subconsciously.
Yes, I agree. With always having this thing in our hand, and when I see one of your paintings, I think about getting outside to paint and get away from this phone. And you know, I know you take walks with your cute dog, and you're out in the nature. Uh, I know it's also cold in Juneau, and I think promoting nature is a beautiful thing because we need the trees, we need the beautiful countryside. The trees create oxygen for us, and I think you and your art definitely give us appreciation for the things that are living around us. A little bit more about your experience with the shows in your field, like in Japan.
Okay, thank you. I have been participating in the Japan Watercolor Society since 2014. There is an exhibition every spring in Tokyo, so I participate in this show every year. There is also publication every 2 years. So I think it became known in Japan thanks to JWS, and it was once featured in French art magazine. I was so delighted to be on the cover. Oh, it's here. Yay, ta-da! Around here, when I first visited Juneau 5 years ago, I explored downtown and saw some lovely, beautiful galleries here. I dreamed that my painting would be displayed there. The port town of Juneau attract tourists from all over the world. During the summer, looking back, I think that what I thought at that time is coming true. And I additionally, the famous Japanese artist Toshiyuki Abe and Yuko Nagayama, they never applied the competition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I have really enjoyed seeing that publication, looking through the book. And in this book, it has your story, it has samples of your art. But yes, finally to be on the front cover of the publication is a wonderful thing to happen.
Yeah, it's amazing for me. Beautiful.
There you are. Yes, that's wonderful. And the painting on the front cover of the book, how long did it take you to paint this painting?
This one takes time 1 week.
1 week. Wow. A 1 week painting got on the front cover of the magazine. That's amazing. And just behind you.
Oh, yeah. This is my dot card. Becoming a professional watercolor artist is unique to each individual. My journey has been a result of continuously honing my skills and practicing what I am capable of. I became a Daniel Smith ambassador by pure chance. At that time, I used to live in Washington State and had gone to Seattle to see the annual show of the Northwest Watercolor Society. During my visit, I met John, the Daniel Smith owner, and Catherine, the vice president. I introduced myself and I told John and Catherine about my background as a Japanese artist living in Seattle here. John kindly invited me to visit the Daniel Smith factory. And I was so happy to visit. Upon my first visit to the Seattle store, I was surprised and I delighted to be offered a dot card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right there on the spot.
Coincidence.
That's great. That's wonderful. And there are 18 colors on the dot card. And this dot card goes all around the world into art stores, and maybe people watching, maybe if you go to the art store in your city, her dot card might be there, and you can try her colors. And the colors that are on the dot card are her personal painting colors that she uses for her botanicals and her landscapes. So keep your eye open for that. Also, I'll put down in the description, you can go see her demo with Daniel Smith after this video. You can go watch her demo. She does this beautiful painting. And can we ask?
Made in France arch and made in Italy Fabriano paper. I like.
And brushes.
Brushes is made in Spain. It's Escoda brushes and made in Korea. I don't know this one. Helen, name of Helen. And I like cheap brush, Daniel Smith. And silver black velvet.
Oh, silver brush.
Yeah. I like these too.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
And I necessary this magic sponge.
Oh, the magic sponge.
Yeah, made in Japan. I got this from Daiso in Bellevue store.
Okay. How do you use the magic brush?
Just to squeeze the water with this sponge and erase it.
Oh, so you take color off?
You can erase the color to the white. Back to white.
So the magic brush, if you've never heard of it, just tell these people that are watching this interview, a magic brush is a very similar thing that we have here in the United States, that you clean your stove with it. And it is acid free, and you can lift color off of your painting with the magic brush. And Chihiro uses this with her painting, along with her brushes and her paint, and she uses Artist paper and Fabriano. Yes. You like cold press paper or hot?
Cold press.
Cold press. Yeah. Can we see maybe something that you just finished?
This is a new, I painted recently.
Wow. Is this painting morning or night?
Night. It's a golden hour.
Wow. That's amazing.
9 p.m. something.
Wow. Oh my.
Cruise ship.
Wow. And how long have you been working on this painting?
This was 3 days.
3 days. Wow. So good. So good.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a weakness of darkness part, darker part. So I would like to practice more. Oh, the night scene is the best practice for me. So I painted.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. So everyone, I will put down a description how you can see more Chihiro's work. I'll put her Instagram and more of her ways. Do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website, chihirostudio.com. Chihiro studio.com. No hyphen.
Yeah. So we'll put down in the description how you can see Chichiro's website, and you can get in touch with her and see when she is having some classes. And well, thank you so much for having me. Your work is amazing. I'm so grateful. You inspire me. Whenever I'm sad or I don't know what to paint, I go over and I look at your paintings. And do you want to show everybody your little friend, your little doggy?
Oh, yes. She's waiting at the floor. Daisy.
Daisy. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure people are going to be very inspired, and they're going to want to get a hold of you, learn more the way you paint. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Gabriel.
Oh my goodness, wasn't Daisy like the cutest dog ever? If you follow Chihiro on her Instagram, you can see Daisy daily. It's adorable. It just cheers me up. You know, we can use social media to encourage us, or we could use it for other means, which I would rather not talk about, but doesn't it just give you hope? I remember watching Chihiro, like, getting into that publication and then being able to, like, high-five her, like, virtually about getting on the front cover. And that just gives us so much hope. So go down to those links, go ahead and follow her and check out her website. She's got a whole bunch of cool other things that she's doing. So if you're planning on going to Alaska, you can go see her work in the local galleries. And she is showing internationally. So you're going to see her pop up everywhere. So enjoy, and we will see you next week with some more interviews from professional artists. Take care. See you later. Bye.